I got the privilege of walking with a client through all the steps of our fatherhood process. He initially came in and was really stressed out. Hadn't even had a moment to pause. I remember him being shocked by a male here to meet with him. Having somebody that could sit with him, he could come in here and unload and actually have a moment to process his feelings was huge. It enabled him to kind of catch up with the moment. I remember inviting him to spend some time imagining his life 5 years from now. He thought about having a kindergartner and teaching them how to play soccer. It was the first time in our interactions that I visibly saw him relax. He wound up coming back for the ultrasound. He was nervous, and then he came back into my office after the ultrasound just beaming. I think especially for a dad, that moment where they see their baby for the first time is unparalleled. There's nothing like it. To get to sit with him a moment after that's happened and share in that joy and congratulate him. He wound up signing up for our classes, Dads Matter, and completing them with me in flying colors. He was so excited to make the baby burrito in the swaddling portion where I teach that. We talk about forming secure attachments. We talk about work-life balance. We talk about the role of a man and a father. He didn't grow up with a dad. He didn't grow up with a male mentor or role model in his life. Coming into a context where he was sitting with other men and they were loving on one another and sharing with one another openly and vulnerably really impacted him. His story, I didn't know this part of his story. He didn't bring it up during the initial intake and the first few times I met him. But one of our last class sessions, he mentioned that he was previously incarcerated. I was so surprised. He was like holding down a steady job and really committed to mom and their baby. I thought, wow, this guy's going through our program. He wants to become a strong and confident dad, and he's had no male role models or mentorship in his whole life. To see him, the difference in him from the start of Dads Matter to the end was huge. I was so surprised that he had overcome so many things and persevered to be here. Their baby wound up coming early, like really, really early, like 2 or 3 months in the NICU. He was juggling like keeping his job, spending nights in the NICU, supporting mom, trying to keep their apartment and their bills and all those other things going. Like Resource Health, we have so many resources, and they get diaper bags, they get car seats, they get pack and plays, but really like the best resource that we have is the relationships that we offer our clients. Getting to support him during this time and encourage him, this is it, you're doing it. You're living the self-sacrificing model of what it means to be a man and to lay down your life in the service of others. And you're doing that for mom. You're doing that for baby. I'll never forget, he said, coming to Resource Health has been the most holistic experience of the gospel that I've ever had. Jesus is the center of our organization. And to have a client that not only heard about life in Jesus, the life and life to the full that's overflowing, but that experienced that through our relationships, through our classes, through the way that we supported them during this crazy season, which for a guy like him that had all this stuff stacked up against him, it's a miracle that he made it through. And to sit with him in that moment and hear him proclaiming Jesus, I'll never forget it. Us doing this work is only possible because of our partners. For those of you that are partners watching this, I just want to say thank you. Like, we're on the same team. Those of us that are meeting directly with the clients don't think that we're doing it all on our own. We know that we're not doing it all on our own. Your support enables us to focus fully on the client and not have to worry about doing personal fundraising like other nonprofits do. The joy of this story is mine. It's fun for me, but it's also ours. And I'm just excited to share that joy with you.